Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Jamaica Zoo responds to viral lion biting video. Jamaica Zoo Attractions has responded to a video which went viral over the weekend showing a zone attendant's finger being bitten by a lion at the St. Elizabeth Base facility. In a media release on Sunday, the management of the facility said it prides itself with the love, care and professional treatment of animals. The company identified the injured man as a contractor. The actions displayed in a video by a contractor of Jamaica Zoo is tragic and do not represent the safety procedures and policies that must be adhered to at all times at Jamaica Zoo, the release read. The company said it is currently reviewing the video with a view of preventing any future recurrences. It is an unfortunate event that should never have happened, and we, the family of Jamaica Zoo, are doing everything to assist the gentleman in moving forward. We do hope you will continue to support Jamaica Zoo. We have always been and will continue to be a safe place for you and your family to visit, the release said. Visitors to the facility were on Friday left in shock after witnessing the zoo attendant's finger being severed by the lion. Green Island High School student drowns in Hanover. The Kingsville police in Hanover have commenced an investigation into the death of a teenage student who reportedly drowned while swimming in a river in the community on Friday afternoon. She has been identified as 17-year-old Chevanney Besley of Cousins Cove in Green Island, Hanover, and a student of Green Island High School also in the parish. According to reports, shortly after 3 p.m., Chevanney and a group of friends traveled to Ginger Hill in Kingsville and went swimming in the Horton Tower River. The teenage girl reportedly got into difficulties, was pulled underwater and got trapped in a cave where she drowned. A search party later fished her body from the river. She was transported to the Noel Holmes Hospital in Nosey, where she was pronounced dead. One family member told reporters that the young lady was very caring, loving, jovial, and always willing to help others. She was also noted as a promising student who was in the process of completing her final year of school. Chopper Banks killed in shootout with cops. Dancer recording artist Chopper Banks was gunned down in confrontation with the police on Saturday. The chop mood artist, whose real name is Twin Hall, was killed during a dramatic daylight shootout that claimed the life of one of St. Anne's most wanted man, 42-year-old Manton Brown, also known as Banton, and also injured a policeman. According to a release from the communications arm of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, the Corporate Communications Unit CCU, the artist was aboard a white Toyota Crown motor car before 4 p.m. on Saturday on a section of the North-South Highway when it was intercepted by members of the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch. Upon the approach of the police, the men aboard the vehicle immediately began firing at lawmen in a resulting gunfire, that CCU said. One of the shooters has been identified as 42-year-old Martin Brown, while Chopper Banks was also shot. Both men died later at hospital. The status of the policeman will be updated in short order. Chopper Banks, who hails from Queen's Heights address in Discovery Bay, St. Anne, was known for singles such as Chopper Mood, which was released a month ago. Dream, his most popular song, Bingo. 5 in hospital following crash along Constant Spring Road. 5 people are in hospital after a driver lost control of his motor vehicle and crashed into a light pole along Constant Spring Road, St. Andrew. The incident occurred about 6:30 a.m. near a Ruby's gas station, close to the intersection with Dunrobin Avenue. Some establishments near the area have been left without electricity as a result of the incident, reporters understand. A witness told reporters that the driver had to be cut from the wreckage by firefighters. 3 of the occupants were unconscious when they were rushed to hospital. Their conditions are not known at this time. The police are investigating. Body found in Old Harbour. The police in Old Harbour, St. Catherine, were at the scene in a community of Bullet Tree where the body of a man was found in a hole. It is believed that the body could be that of 24-year-old man from the community who has been missing since last Wednesday. The Old Harbour police say it will take the team some time to complete its initial examination. They are growing concerned about violence in the fishing village. A week ago, the skeletal remains of a female were found in bushes near Browns Hall. Shotty succumbs to injuries from Grand Spin gun attack. Ricardo Ferron, most popularly called Shotty, of a St. Catherine address who was shot and injured during a gun attack in Grand Spin, St. Andrew, has died. Ferron was hospitalized in serious condition after a shooting incident on Saturday night. The deceased has been visiting his girlfriend at the time. Reports are that Ferron was at the rear of the premises when a car drove up and a man alighted from the vehicle opening fire. Ferron was later discovered suffering from gunshot wounds to his head and hand and taken to hospital. 5 murders in 4 days in Western Jamaica. 5 people have been killed across Western Jamaica over the past 4 days. The most recent incidents occurred between Friday night into Saturday morning, as 3 men were shot dead and 2 left injured in separate incidents in the parishes of Hanover and Westmoreland. Those killed have been identified as 28-year-old Ryan Dunkley, a bike taxi operator from Orange Bay, 39-year-old Garrett Phillips, otherwise called Twinner, a musician from Cadwell District, both from Green Island, Hanover, and 39-year-old Junior Francis, otherwise called Plummer, a construction worker in Westmoreland. Phillips and a group of men were standing outside a bar in the Green Island community about 8:15 p.m. when a motor vehicle drove up. The occupants of the car opened fire on the men, hitting Phillips and 2 others before speeding away. The victims were taken to Noel Holmes Hospital in Nosey, where Phillips was pronounced dead and the other 2 men admitted. In the other incident, about 3:30 a.m. on Saturday, Dunkley was at home with his family members when men armed with handguns kicked the front door open and held them at gunpoint. They then opened fire, hitting Dunkley multiple times. He was pronounced dead at hospital. The bullet-riddled body of the 3rd murder victim, Francis, was discovered lying in a pool of blood along the roadway in Barker's Field about 5 a.m. on Saturday. Earlier in the week, 40-year-old Dwayne Russell, otherwise called Sampson, a farmer of Spring Gardens in Kensington, St. James, and 31-year-old Karen Dixon, otherwise called Manfred, of Tucker Irwin, were both shot and killed in the parish of St. James. Russell was killed on his farm about 8:30 a.m. on Wednesday, while Dixon was gunned down along the Retirement Maid Road about 5:30 in the afternoon. Since the start of the year, 176 persons have been murdered across Western Jamaica, with all 4 western parishes seeing an increase in murders compared to last year. The parish of St. James has accounted for 91 murders since the start of the year, Westmoreland 50, Trelawney 16, and Hanover 19. COVID positivity rate jumps to more than 35%. The COVID-19 positivity rate has increased to 35.6% as the country battles a 5th wave of the disease. The rate is up from Friday's positivity incident of 28.8%. The Ministry of Health and Wellness confirmed that there were 363 new cases yesterday from 1,436 samples. 96 people are currently seeking treatment in hospital, 2 of whom are critically ill, and another 19 experiencing moderate symptoms. 67% of those hospitalized were not vaccinated. 4 deaths were also added to the case count, bringing the overall fatalities from the disease to 3,032 since March 2020. The 4 deaths occurred March to June last year. A further 118 people recovered from COVID-19 yesterday, bringing the percentage of persons who have gotten over the disease to nearly 64%. There needs to be focus on life after backside, says Minister. Minister of Transport and Mining Arda Shaw is cautioning that although, if properly managed, this South Central Parish has in excess of 15 years of bauxite mining remaining, there needs to be focus on life after the industry. It would be a dangerous mistake if we do not plan for life after bauxite and alumina, he told political and business leaders at the Manchester Bauxite and Alumina Industry Conference held at Northern Caribbean University NCU on Thursday. The conference, which was organized by Anthony Freckleton, led Manchester Parish Development Committee, in partnership with the Ministry of Transport and Mining, focused on the state of the bauxite and alumina industry and its effects. Minister Shaw saw the extraction of rare earth minerals is fundamental to accessing the way forward. The future of extractive industry will include the exploration and development of other minerals such as limestone. Incidentally, we have the largest limestone deposits in the entire Caribbean region, he said. He added that the exploration of the country's natural resources is pivotal. We have at least one investor who has invested substantial amounts of money targeting rare earth minerals, and the preliminary indication that we have is that Jamaica is a blessed country. We have resources. There is gold in this country. There is copper in this country. There are other rare earth minerals in this country, and we have reached that point now where we have to spread out our ways beyond bauxite and look for the other God-given items that we have in this country, he reasoned. More than $1 billion has been spent by mineral exploration company GFX Jamaica Limited following preliminary findings from a series of exploration activities done locally, through which it seeks to confirm commercial finds in gold, copper, and rare earth minerals. It is considered to be the largest exploration program in the mining industry outside of bauxite, as it relates to the project which began in April 2018. Minister Shaw said the transformation of the industry will benefit communities. A key strategy of Jamaica's national mineral policy is to transform the Bauxite Communities Development Program into a Minerals Community Development Program, extending investment to communities that have been impacted by general mining activities beyond bauxite, and facilitating community development from resources generated from the sector, he said. The Manchester North East Member of Parliament pointed out that there are plans for the development of hauled roads into public roads to facilitate the improvement of the Manchester road network system. We want to use Manchester as a model for other parishes where mining is taking place. We want to use this as a standard at which we operate. There are numerous challenges, including the absence of piped water in some communities, but we are on the right track to ensure that the industry is beneficial to the country as a whole, he assured. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.